let's cross over to my co-anchor Agyemang, who is in Studio 997. Kojo, it's definitely good to see you. Good to have you back. You've been away for a while.
Bring us back together, right? Another election, and of course, bring us back together, right? Why Ghana decided to be a republic? Bring us back together, right? Why Ghana decided to be a republic? Bring us back together, right? Why Ghana decided to be.
Well, I'm afraid we have to bring Agyemang a bit later on. We have to sort that sound out. But Agyemang is joining from Studio 997. He's got some guests with him. He will be engaging them in a while. I am here in the JoyNews studio. Now let's continue with the story of the candidates. She was the first woman to run for president in Ghana in 2016 and possibly Ghana's most visible first lady of all time. Konadu Agyemang-Rawlings is going into the 2020 election a bereaved woman, having lost her husband, former President Jerry John Rawlings, on whose wings she flew for close to 2 decades as First Lady. Her first appearance on the ballot paper could not get her even 1% of votes, but she hopes this election would be different.
People. Yes, indeed we do. Because we always want to play people over politics. We are not like those people who prefer to politic everything. The people are suffering, the people are hungry, people are dying because they can't get medical care, and yet they say they are transforming lives and changing lives.
Mrs. Konadu Agyemang-Rawlings has been part of politics in Ghana since 1979. Her husband, who would go on to be Ghana's longest ruling leader, J.J. Rawlings, seized power in a coup in June 1979. Her work and advocacy for women led her to form the 31st December Women's Movement after her husband staged another coup on December 31, 1981.
And it was more political than anything else, because the leader of the revolution was saying that we must have a situation where everybody is part of the change that is going on in Ghana. So I thought, okay, let me pick this and run with it, go through the regions, to the towns and villages, and tell the women, at least now we've got a leader who says we should all be part of this new participatory democracy. So let's get up and be part of it. That would be the one time that women's voices were clearly heard.
And Ashanti Royal, the now 72-year-old former First Lady, was crucial in the formation of the National Democratic Congress in 1992 and was also key until the party lost elections in 2000. She faced years of prosecution over her involvement in alleged cases of corruption when her husband was president, which traveled through the courts for years until the NDC returned to power in 2008. She fell out with the party following many years of rancor between her husband, the party's founder and then President, Professor Mills. Her bid to challenge President Mills for the NDC's 2012 slot failed, getting barely 3% of vote cast in that Congress. She broke away to form the National Democratic Party, but was again unable to contest in that election. In 2016, she was disqualified from contesting until the court asked that she and other aspirants be accepted back into the contest.
Action! People! Action! People! Action! NDP! Power to the people! NDP! Power to the people! NDP! Our nation, our future!
She polled 0.16%. Mrs. Rawlings lost her husband and long-term political backbone, J.J. Rawlings, barely a month to the 2020 election. Madam Rawlings, a technical and vocational education advocate for years, is promising to build Ghana by investing heavily in technical and vocational education.
Because to our young women who are really at the threshold of adulthood, I'd like to encourage them to take their education and vocations seriously and not to be swayed by negativities which may destroy their future.